Hi there and welcome to the complicated color page. Actually, it's not complicated. It's very easy to use and you can focus your attention to one element and work on it and get the color correction and the color grading that you want. First of all, what's the highest attraction here is the viewer in the middle. And over here, you have all your clips as set in the timeline. So if I go to the edit page, you will find all the clips over here. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4. You come to color page, you will notice there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, they are on track V1, video 1. If I go to the edit page, I take this one up here. I come back to the color page, and you will notice that this clip now is on track V2. You have here a timeline that you can drag with the playhead and get to the clip that you want. That is very nice, very useful, but you will rarely play the timeline from over here. You will want to focus on your clips. I always remove the timeline from here by clicking on the timeline just here. So I remove the timeline. When I need it, put it back. Easy. Focusing on the clips here, you will notice the number, you notice the track, and over here you have H.264 baseline. Okay, this is not invented. If you come to the information here, after selecting the clip, this is the codec that you have. Sometimes the codec might influence your color correction or grading. Let's go back here. On the bottom here, you have all kinds of tools for you to do color correction, color grading, and some magical things. First of all, the first option is for the studio. The second one is for color match. And we start at the third one, which is the primary color wheels. And that's very interesting. You have 4 wheels here. In primaries, you have another option, which is the color bars. You can go for the wheels or the bars. They are identical, but this is bars, this is wheels, okay? And you have a third option here, which is the log. The log will give you a bit more precise color correction or color grading. And you have the reset. And the next one is HDR. This is high dynamic range. And it's color wheels. You have very many wheels here that you will work with. And also you have certain zones. You can select the zone and see where it's influencing and what colors to change or not. You can retract this one just like this. And of course you have the main reset. And the last one is the RGB mixer. The RGB mixer will simply mix your colors or something like this. You can change from red to green and so on. The last one here for the motion effects, this is for the studio version. Let's go back to the color wheels and come in the middle here where we have some fantastic tools that you can use to do some incredible color correction and even animation. You have the curves, and next to it you can see there are other curves that you can use. So this is the standard one and some others that you can use from here, or simply you can expand it and look at it the way you want to work. On the right here, you have certain properties that you can use with the curves. You have the color slice and you have the color warper. You have 2 options here. There are grids, and then you have the HSL, which is qualifiers for selection. You have the windows. You can put a window here and color correct or color grade just inside this window. I will reset this one. You have the tracker. So remember, you have the blurs here or the sharpen or the mist. Okay, after that you have the keying. So you made the selection, you can come over here and adjust your selection. And you have the simple pans and so on. Now, since I want you to come over to the color page and get very familiar and play as much as you like, I'm going to show you how to reset. For example, if you have something like the pan here or the pivot or the tint, you can change the value. So I clicked and drag. Actually, you can type it inside if you want. If you want to reset, you simply double click on the word. So I will double click on the tint here. It will reset. The same for pan, for example. I double click. The same for all the others. I want you to come over and play and try your hand and see exactly how things are going. Okay, I will reset. In the right area here, you have the keyframes. And next to it, you have your scopes. This is where we're going to do most of the work or looking at our colors here. And you can expand them, of course. You have different kinds of scopes. Gonna be amazing. Actually, DaVinci Resolve is awesome. Let's go to the top left. In the top left, you have your gallery. This is when you grab a still from the image displayed here, and this still will have all the color grading information that you have on this image, and you store it over here that you can use later on to apply to other clips. It's very easy to use. You have your LUTs or lookup tables. This is for color grading stories and so on. There are so many of them. We will have a look at them. You have obviously your media pool, and if you click again, it will close it. So I'm going to open it. Over here, you have the icon for clips. If you click on the icon, your clips will disappear. If you want that, that's cool. And next to it, there is a menu for clips. This is for selecting certain clips in the timeline. For example, if I select these 3 clips here, I can come over to clips and say selected clips. I can focus on this scene here and do the color correction required. I will put all clips. Now you have this key here, remember it. If you click on it, it will enhance the view. So now this is a better view with all the tools, so you can focus on the color correction and grading that you are doing. To go back, you can click on it again, and here it is. The shortcut, which is very important, is Option or Alt F. Notice? Okay. So usually you will select a clip, go Option or Alt F, and start color grading and playing around with whatever you want, and stories like this. I have many stories like this. Over here, you have the quick export, the timeline, we have seen that. You have your nodes, you can hide them. You have the effects. What's nice here is you can take an effect and drop it on the node. We are going to see that in details, don't worry. So I'm not dropping it on the clip, I'm dropping it on the node. I can copy it from the node later on and do lots of other stories. And you have your light box. You can increase them. This is for you to see and compare. This is the timeline. And you can see it on black and on gray. Also, on the left of the light box here, you have the clip filter. You can decide which clips you want to see here according to certain selections. It's very easy to use, by the way. Clicking on the light box, you are back to the main one. I will remove effects, and usually we are going to work with this screen plus or minus something. So why did I give you a big overview for the color page? Because I would like you to have a practice. Go to this color page and play a lot. Try to play with these wheels, see what they do and so on. It doesn't matter. There is nothing you can break, so you can care less. And remember, you can always reset and everything disappears. So come to the color page, have a feeling of it, take a good look at it, and see exactly what are these tools, how can I play here, how can I play there. Don't worry, just spend 15 minutes on it, that's cool. Then later on, we are going to go step by step for everything within the color page. I will see you in the next video, guys.